Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. This is Dr. Krachek speaking, and today was a crazy day. 1st of July, always a little bit of madness, and something like every year make amazing Umrah move, but today we're not talking about them. We are talking about the worst of the worst and my top 5 worst contract of the 1st of July of 2024. At number 5, this is the least worst contract in this video, but the Sean Monahan contract is a weird one for me. This is a guy who's just signed 5-year, $5.5 million a year. And this is a guy I thought gonna sign a 2-year, 5 or 4.5 million and have a veteran job in Chicago or maybe Columbus. But at 5.5 million for 5 years, this doesn't make sense for an injury prone guy who have slowed down a lot. I like him. This is a good veteran, but this is not a good sign up for Columbus, and this contract will not age well. Maybe for the first year, this is gonna be okay, but after that, it's not gonna be good. At number 4, I have a signing that the fan right now of the Maple Leafs seem pretty happy to have for now. Tanev is gonna bring a lot of grit, intensity, and size to the decor. But the problem is not the player, not even the money, but the length of the contract. 6 year, this is crazy for me. This guy is 35 years old and the contract gonna be 41. And a guy like Tanev normally at 37, max 38, retire, and now you're gonna pay him for 3 extra a year. This guy's gonna be done way before the contract ends. And this is why the Leafs need to win right now for this contract to make sense. Because if they're not, this contract gonna look pretty much like the Mike Komisarek one, and that's pretty ugly. At number 3, I have another guy that I like a lot, Joel Manson. This guy is a pretty good number 6 defenseman, and he gave pretty good service with Washington and Toronto last year. This is a guy who block shot, hit hard, but is often injured. That just signed for 4 year, $3.8 million a year. This is Mark Bergevin all over it. We all know it. But this is a crazy contract for a guy who's injury prone and gonna play maybe 55 game a year for maybe the next 2 year. After that, I'm not even sure he's gonna be able to play with his back problems. This guy is pretty good, but this is crazy amount of money for a long time for a guy who's injury prone and is getting older. The number 1 and number 2 spot are pretty close. And the Chandler Stevenson one, this is a trash contract. This is a contract who only makes sense on paper. The Seattle Kraken wanted to bring winner, and they pay for it with Montour and Stevenson. 7 year, $6.2 million a year. This is crazy amount of money for a number 2 guy. This contract doesn't make sense on the ice because you have guy like Wright, Bernier is gonna need the ice time, and now you just take the spot for the next 7 year with the okay number 2 guy. This is completely crazy for me. And the middle of the worst contract of the day go to the Boston Bruins with Elias Lindholm. This is crazy. 7 year, $7.75 million a year. This is crazy money for so long for 55, maybe 65 point a year guy with Boston with Pasternak and Marchand. This contract doesn't make sense for me. I know Boston really needed a center. They want to stay competitive, but this guy is so inconsistent and never really seems happy anywhere. So I don't really understand giving so long for a 30 years old guy for that much money. So that was my top 5 of the worst contract of today, July 1st, 2024. That was Dr. Krashek. Hope you enjoy, and I hope to see you next time.